So next function is given by f of x equal to x plus 1, x minus 1. It is a composite function. You are having 4 composite f composite f composite f 4 times of x you have to find out. Given the function is given f of x equal to x plus 1, x minus 1. Okay, so first you take the 2 composites. Start with the first function, you start with the second one, then next third one and fourth one, you get the answer. So first one, f of x is given by x plus 1 divided by x minus 1. Next, what is f composite f of x? F of x is nothing but f of x. Okay, so f of x means f of x is nothing but your x plus 1 divided by x minus 1. So find out the value. In the place of x, you are having the expression x plus 1 by x minus 1. So substitute, you get x plus 1 divided by x minus 1 plus 1 divided by x plus 1 divided by x minus 1 minus 1. So cross multiply, you get this is x plus 1 plus x minus 1 divided by x minus 1. Here x plus 1 minus, multiply the term. So x plus 1 divided by x minus 1. Cancel these two terms. Here you get 1 get cancelled. This is numerator is 2x. Here denominator x get cancelled. This is 2. So finally you get 2x by 2. Answer is x. So the first function of f of x is this expression. The composite of second function you get x. Similarly you find the third one. Third one is f composite of x. So this already I found out f composite f of x is x. So what is your f of f composite f of x? So nothing but this is f composite f of x is x. So substitute, this is f of x. You know f of x equal to x plus 1 by x minus 1. So you mark this 1, this is 2. Next, f of x is using 1, that is x plus 1 divided by x minus 1. So you are the composite of 3 times of f, you get the function, original function x plus 1 by x minus 1. Similarly, the fourth composite f of f composite of, so it's a very simple question. So what is this value? This f composite of this one is f of f composite of x. So mark this equation number 3. So substitute f of x plus 1. So this is using 3, you get f of x plus 1 divided by x minus 1. Now already found out f of x plus 1 by x minus 1. The final answer is x. So using 2, you get the final answer is x. So the 4 composite value, you get a final answer is x. Which option you are getting? This is number 4 options. A is your correct answer. So the composite answer is x. Next problem, find the range of the given function. This last problem we have done the domain of the functions. Next, in this problem we have to find out the range of the function. Here you are getting sin x plus cos x. We know the range of a function a cos x plus b sin x is lies between minus square root of a square plus b square and a square plus b square. So minus to plus this, so the range of a sin x plus b cos x lies between square root of minus a square plus b square comma plus a square plus b square. Using this concept, you are going to apply this. Here your a value is 1 and b value is 1. So the sin x plus cos x lies between minus root 2 to plus root 2. Okay, since a equal to 1 and b equal to 1. So again you get here plus root 2 in this portion. So add plus root 2 both sides. When you add, you get 0 less than or equal to sin x plus cos x plus root 2 is less than or equal to root 2. So this is nothing but your f of x. So f of x lies between 0 and 2 root 2. So the range of the function, the range of f of x is given by closed interval 0 comma 2 root 2. So this is your correct answer. B is your correct answer. So very simple problem. Just using the formula you can find the range of the function. Next problem, we have to find the range of the function is given. Again here the expression in the numerator is a greatest integer function. Greatest integer function is nothing but your integer, only it takes the integer value. Here the domain is 1 to 3. So you split the intervals 1 to 3 is 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. So write the function. First in the interval 1 to 2. Okay. In the interval, what is your f of x? F of x equal to x into the greatest integer is for the interval, take the left side integer value, so 1. So into 1 divided by x square plus 1, so that is x by x square plus 1. So in the interval 1 to 2. So next you consider the interval 2 to 3. 2 to 3, what is your value? X into the greatest integer value is here just 2. 2 by x square plus 1, that is equal to 2x by x square plus 1. Here the interval in the domain is split into two parts. This is x by x square plus 1 and 2x by x square plus 1. Here the function is a decreasing function since the numerator value is less than the denominator value, therefore it is a decreasing function. So the range of the function can be obtained by directly substituting this x value. Here 1 is, so substitute 1 in this case, you get 1 divided by, here 1 plus 1, that is 2. It's a decreasing function, you have to write the inequality in this portion. So next here 2, when you substitute 2, your f of x is nothing but x by x square plus 1, and again it's a decreasing function, substitute 2, so 2 by 2 plus, this is 4 plus 1, this is 5. Okay, so this is the domain of the range of the function 1 to 2. So the range is 1 by 2 to 2 by 5. For the second domain 2 to 3, find out the value. First substitute 2 here. Substitute 2 into 2, 4 divided by, this is 4 plus 1, 5. Again it is a decreasing function, numerator is less than the denominator. So you get greater than or equal to 2x by x square plus 1 greater than or equal to, just substitute 3, 2 into 3, 6, 6 by 9 plus 1, 10, that is nothing but your 3. So finally the range of the function is 2 by 5 less than or equal to f of x less than or equal to 1 by 2. Okay. So next is 3 by 5 less than or equal to f of x less than or equal to 4 by 5. So the f of x lies between 2 by 5 to 1 by 2 and 3 by 5 to 4 by 5. Next question, find the range of the modulus function is addition of two modulus function is given. Already know the modulus definition, modulus x minus 1 is given by, what is the formula for modulus x minus 1? Modulus x minus 1 equal to x minus 1 for x greater than or equal to 1 and equal to minus x minus 1 for x less than 1. Okay, next modulus x minus 2 is x minus 2 for x greater than or equal to 2. You know the definition already. In the last class we have discussed the modulus definition. So x minus 2 for x less than 2. Okay. So next you write down the modulus function using the definition. First you start with the lesser quantity x less than 1. You split the intervals. Next 1 less than or equal to x less than 2. Next x greater than or equal to 2. So the three intervals you find your original function f of x. What is your f of x equal to? First in the x less than 1 means it is x less than 1 means you get this minus x minus 1. If x less than 1 means it automatically x less than 2, you get here minus x minus 2. So adding these two functions you get minus of minus. So minus x minus 1 minus x minus 2. So you get answer is minus 2x, okay, plus 1 plus 2. So plus 3 for this function. So x less than 1 you get minus 2x plus 3. Similarly for x greater than or equal to 1 you get x minus 1. This is the function. And x less than 2 you get here. So adding these two functions x get cancelled and value is minus 1 plus 2. You get the answer is 1. Here 1. F of x value is 1. Next for x greater than or equal to 2, here you are getting x minus 2 and here x minus 1. So adding these two functions you get this is 2x minus 3. Okay. So this is the interval is split into three forms. Okay. X less than 1 minus 2x plus 3 and 1 less than or equal to x, it's 1, x greater than 2x minus 3. Next using graph you can find out the value, otherwise you substitute in the domain. The given domain is domain of f is minus 1 to minus 3, so plus 3. So substitute the value. So when x takes the value minus 1, when x equal to minus 1 comes in the interval, x equal to minus 1 means it's come in this interval x less than 1. So substitute here, you get minus 2 into minus 1 plus 3. So the answer is 5. Okay. Next, when substitute x equal to 0, the next value in the interval is x equal to 0. When you substitute x equal to 0 means it is again it comes in the interval, you get y value. Y value is f of x nothing but your y is 3. Similarly for x equal to 1, when you substitute x equal to 1 it comes in the interval, here y equal to 1. Similarly you can draw the graph and find out the answer, otherwise you can substitute the value and get. Next x equal to 2. X equal to 2 means it comes in this interval. Substitute x equal to 2, 4 minus 3, that is 1. Okay. Next x equal to 3, when you substitute comes again in the last interval. X equal to 3 means 6 minus 3, 3. So y equal to 3. So here x and y values ranges from, starts with the maximum value is 5. So the maximum y is 5 and minimum y is, the smallest value is 1. So these are the minimum value and this is your maximum value. So the range of the function is given by the closed interval 1 to 5. So when you draw the graph you can understand. So from this value you can say that the range of the function is 1 to 5 comes in the option B. So option B is the correct answer. The range of the modulus function is given by 1 to 5. Next question, you have to find the range of the two functions. One is logarithmic in logarithmic function, next one is the range of this function which is in the greatest integer. So using greatest integer property you are going to find the range. So first problem, the 11th question is y is equal to log. So first you write down, this is y is equal to log to the base 3 5 plus 4x minus x square. So So this is in base 3, so raise to the power 3 both sides. So you get 3 power y into 3 log base 3 cancels, and this is 5 plus 4x minus x square. So bring this term to this place. So x square minus 4x plus 3y, 3 to the power y minus 5 equal to 0. It is a quadratic equation in x. So to x to be real, this b square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0. This b is minus 4 and a is 1. C equal to 3 power y minus 5. So using b square minus 4ac greater than or equal to 0, get 16 minus, this implies 16 minus 4 into 3 power y minus 5 is greater than or equal to 0. So you take this 4 common, get 4 minus 3 power y minus into minus plus 5 is greater than or equal to 0. It's 9 minus 3 power y is greater than or equal to 0. Bring this 3 power y to this side. So 3 square minus 3 power y is greater than or equal to 0. That implies here 3 square is greater than or equal to 3 power y. That implies y is less than or equal to 2. So y is less than or equal to 2 means what is your range? Range is minus infinity to 2. So which option B is the correct answer? So the range of the logarithmic function you have to do like this. Here when you get y less than or equal to 2, the range is minus infinity 2 is the correct answer.